Just bear with me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, while I just adjust some settings. Oh, I didn't get any adverts this time. Hello, everybody. Can anyone hear me? Oh, can everybody hear me, guys? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Am I coming clear to the chat before I start my lollygagging? Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is the day. It is the day. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Slivering stream brought to you by myself, the Mr. Richard Yorke, and fantastic tonight, guys. I just want to say a big thank you to Slivering Games for letting me come and stream on their channel. Slivering Games are a fantastic company, guys, and I have a lot of love for them, and even letting me stream Field of Glory 2, one of my favourite games on their channel, is just respect in the Slivering Games, guys. So we have a mighty of 2 hours of whatever I like, and as I am a man of the people, I want the people to see what they want to see. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as the tournament, the Christmas tournament, ho ho ho, has been announced today, I thought it in fitting mood to stream and to show you the factions we will be playing in the Christmas tournament. So if you're not signed up to that Christmas tournament, guys, head over. I'm sure somebody in chat will post a link to the tournament page. Get on there, guys. Please get on there. I have joined up, and I'll hopefully find one of you good fellows or somebody on the internet on the battlefield. So, looking at the list tonight, I may even post a link into the chat. I might even get that excitable to do it. So there's a link to the tournament list, guys. It is fantastic. It is a very, very interesting list. I will make sure I actually do this terrain the right thing. Oh, scenario open battle. Is it North European Hilly? So we have our first matchup. Thank you, Pixel. You're a gentleman and legend. So our first matchup tonight, guys, is the Romans are busy invading Parthia again, but they have sent some troops to bolster their client state, Thracian, the Roman client, with Roman allies versus Dacian and Samaritan. I can't pronounce that right. Cimmerian, allies. So we're going to have a very interesting battle here. I am absolutely loving the current tournament, but when the next one comes out, it's going to be brilliant. So for the next 2 hours, guys, we're going to be playing through the 3 rounds. The second one is going to be very interesting, where we're playing Kushans on Indo-Greek kingdoms, but that's going to be another thing. Hello, everybody, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching and you see something you want me to do, please don't forget to hit something in chat, guys. Don't be afraid to say hello and how you're doing in the chat. We're just going to get on and see how many victories Lady Luck can bring us tonight. So I think this is all the correct settings. I just will check one more time before we start this game. I think, yeah, we're all gravy there, baby, guys. I think. Roman allies. I think, yeah, that is the Roman. So I think we're all ready to go. We might even have a look at the list, guys. Cimmerian. I'm just not pronouncing it right. So we're going to have a quick look at the Thracian list with the client state. So we've got armoured noble cavalry, which are going to be really... I don't know if they're actually better than the veteran cavalry. I prefer the armoured noble cavalry there. Roman lancers, which are nice, but unfortunately only average and armoured will lance sword. We've got noble cavalry, which would be good if I got some spare points. I don't think the point cost there is fantastic. Nomad, light horse archers, light archers, light horse archers. We've got a lot of light horse archers type really here. 32 points. Yeah, it's going to be lots of prize ponies on here tonight. We've got light javelin horse, heavy artillery, light artillery. I favour the light artillery, in my opinion, because of the heavy artillery being static. We've got, of course, the backbone of the Roman army, which is the legions. Also, the war bands, the slightly less better Romans, and the chaff Romans, and the even worse Romans. Then we've got the Thracians with their big, heavy weapons. The update may affect this, the update that happened the other day. We've got massed Thracian pellets, Royal Indres, Poorly Rabbles, some auxiliary, bowmen, archers, Thracian pellets again, archers, light javelin and slingers, and a very good mix. The Thracian Roman client state is really good. There's a lot of good things there, but I think the Dacian are going to have. Oh, they've got a less of a list, but they've got something. Oh my word! Armored noble lancers. They are going to run absolutely around me, but they are very costly though. Looking at the point value there, they are very costly. It'll be interesting to see what the computer takes and seeing what other people in the tournament will take. Noble cavalry, so superior protected light spear. Then we've got horse archers, light javelin, picked warband, a light picked warband. That medium foot, you could stick him in some rough terrain and have a really good day defending against the Roman heavy foot or how much heavy foot they brings. Yeah, Dacians are good. I do like Dacian lists. We've got close order warbands, loose order, and the foe. Oh, these guys! I hate these guys. These guys are good. You use these in the right place with a sub general or your CNC in there. They just own you. We've got the incredible, poorly armed rabble. Always good to fill in 15 points in your reserves if you need them, but sometimes, they're not massively great, but they're still a flanking force, or if you've got 15 points you don't want to spend or any lower points on archer, and then just the generic archers there. Yes, Unknown, that is a very good fact there. Thank you for dropping that into chat. Alright, we've looked at the lists. We've got, it's going to be a North European hilly, so expect the terrain to be hilly, of course. This is going to be interesting. I think the Dacians are going to come up with some nice units here, but we're just going to have to use the terrain to our advantage. Hopefully we don't get too owned. Okay, dokie. So having a look at the terrain here. So, there's a good hill on the left. So if we look on the line here, guys, open ground. We've got a good right flank here with a hill, but unfortunately, it's got some woods there. What's the incline? We've got 100 there. That might be a good thing to sit across. I think if you were the Dacian player, you could probably sit on top of this hill on the left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my art. We've got so much to choose from. This is the main thing. I was gonna make it a little bit spicy tonight and do an auto fill, but I'm not gonna do that, guys, because I think we might just get owned a bit. So I think as you go, I know Roman leaders are expensive, but they're so good. They're so good, and if I didn't have the choice of Praetorians, I would have chose Praetorians instead. So I've got to meet the Dacians on the flat. So remembering this for your game, ladies and gentlemen, if you do the tournament, the hills benefit the Dacians because I think they would they will benefit definitely from holding on hills because we are mostly heavy foot. I mean, the Thracians are medium foot, so we've got a good standard there, but of course we're going to have some cavalry here. I mean, it's a pricey, and I only can have one unit of them, unfortunately. It's definitely going to have to be a mixed bag, but pricey. That's a good one. We'll quote that eventually, Pixel. The Duke of York move. I'm going to use that at some point. Thank you for that piece. Okay, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit uncertain what to do. Roman cavalry. Well, we'll have Roman cavalry and Roman lancer cavalry. We can pull the lancer to the left and the Roman to the right. Greetings, Martin. How you doing tonight? Nice to see you on the chat. Hello, everybody, guys. Martin's a good friend of mine, and he's bought Field of Glory for the first time. I was very proud of him. So we've got a leading just there. We've got a loose order warband. Oh, then we get worse. We get worse. I could just have a lot of Thracians. Here. Let's try that. We're going to have a Roman Lindres in the centre, and then we're going to be covered by a thing. So we're going to have a little bit of a light duel that we need to win. Because the more, if I can attack their phalanxmen and some of their heavier troops, we should be able to drop a lot of disorder. Don't say that. I'll be nice. Twin Pixel. I need to get Martin on my Discord so he can play other people in my Discord who could be even worse to him. So we've got a good frontage of lights there. Like I said, guys, the main point today is to fight the Dacians on the plain. I am awfully tempted to buy some more heavier cavalry, but looking at the 60 points, I think that's a little bit too much. I think we're going to go with one more lancer, a noble cavalry and Roman cavalry in junction there. We're going to hopefully they don't pull the cavalry on the left side. Yeah, slightly worried about what they're going to bring. I think I'm going to forego having any artillery because this is going to be definitely a move and attack game more than anything else. Not in particularly want to get any pellets because of the some of the Dacian troops are going to be heavy foot. Hello, Sonny. We'll see, Martin. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, still very unsure what to do. I mean, I think I could just go all with just Thracians more than anything else. But it's just the cohesion check against heavy foot that I'm slightly worried about. Well, fortune favours the bold. There we go. Remember, guys, don't forget to say hello if you join the chat. We're going to use some Thracians as some gap fillers, just in case we get any fallbacks. I think we're going to go full 9 units for them. We could just have 1 unit of light horse archer to do some harassment of their cavalry. 21 points left. Oh, we'll have the reserve. The reserve. Yeah, that is a good point, Sonny. But I think this battle is going to be fought quite fast on this centre line. And I think if I'm going to be holding anything back, I may stick some stuff on the left side. I think these guys will stay on the left side and see what happens. Like I said, I would try and use this hill to the right, but I think he's going to come straight down. Alright, we're going to accept that as it is. We're going to pop a general into the legendary unit there. The one thing I'm worried about, guys, is their cavalry. Their cavalry is going to... If he has more than 3 units of cavalry, I'm in trouble here. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He does. He's got 2 units with a sub-generals, and he's sub-general again. Where's his command? We're CNC's on the left in a picked warband unit, so this is going to be a bit of a tough battle there. He's got some Valksmen at the back with heavy weapons, which are going to probably hurt me in the secondary phase of this game, but also a strong light on the left side there. Hello, Tony. It's nice to see you again. Been a very, very long time. So unfortunately here the cavalry unit may get shot up a little bit here. But I think we could use our cavalry on the right to hopefully pull some of his infantry away to the right side. Or at least think about what he's going to do on this right side here. Okie doke. Yeah, I'm still not. I'm still quite scared. That is a lot of loose order. That's a lot of loose order. All right, I still don't want to lose any of my light troops. We're going to instantly pull this cavalry unit up, and I think everybody's going to move forward a few squares. But I think the main issue here is that I'm going to have to use this hill. Use this cavalry to block some of his troops off. So we're going to move forward. These 3 units, I think, are going to take this left side of this hill to make him pull at least the cavalry or some of the CNC units up this hill, and then we can hopefully push on to victory there. Well, we'll turn this way, and then we'll just turn these as it goes. And the rest of them are just going to advance, I think, to this point here. But he has a very much a longer life. We are playing Thracian, Tony. We're playing the Christmas tournament list. So we're going to play the 3 rounds tonight. So you can have a little bit of a cheeky look on what's coming up in the Christmas tournament. Okay, and the reserves are just going to move up and just be there, just in case things go south. Okay, we know we're all out of range, and we're not going to be able to hit anything just yet. This 1 unit of light javelin horse should be able to hit here. Unfortunately, yes, it is against the AI. You can play games against people, but unfortunately, it just takes too long with the play-by-mail back and forth. I have done a few live streams where I've streamed against the human players, but of course, it's getting rounding up 2 opponents at the same time. Oh, we are going to more likely get disordered there, so we're going to retreat them javelin horses back. So the Dacian forces have stood still, probably wanting me to push a little bit forward to get a little bit more aggressive here. So this is probably going to give us a little bit more time to just do a little bit more reorganisation of our line. So we're a few spots. I'm going to push the cavalry unit there and then turn there. They are just javelin horsemen. I like this hill advantage, and I like where we are. I do like where we are on this side here, and hopefully he will just push on. We're going to end it there. See if the computer player will push further down. Nope, he's turned his lights from the left onto my javelin cavalry. And he's coming down with his light also. We might pull a few of our light units to the left as well to support that initial skirmish that we're going to hit here. There are just 2 javelin units to this left side. We will just maybe just push this to the right and see if there's any. I think we can actually see behind there. So I think there's nothing. There is nothing behind there. Is it? I think that's all good. As long as we can just take this hill and just have a little bit of a show of force on there, just to make him a little bit scared of what he's going to do. Pull the light troops behind there. We do have 16 AP points there, so if we are able to get close enough to the archers, we more likely would be able to chase them down. Okay, let's see if the computer player does get a little bit crazy. He does get a little bit crazy by charging his noble cavalry. They are superior armoured lancers. Yeah, no CC there. But he's going to put himself in a predicament there when we can actually hopefully disrupt him, get an easy cavalry kill in early game. So we're going to go straight for the javelins. Straight for the slingers. Remember, we're going to use all sorts of badness to try and get him to lose a level of cohesion. We are going to take a little bit of pain on that left side, but I am quite happy just to take that on there. So very much a defensive game. I think when the Dacians, when the human player plays a Dacian player, they could probably play them a little bit more aggressive because they definitely have the infantry advantage here. Hello Zan, how are you tonight? Oh, there's lots of fantastic people here tonight. All the regulars are here. So the cavalry is probably willing to charge. We'll turn the rabble around just in case he tries to push on through there. But yeah, I think we're sitting pretty here. I think we are sitting pretty with what we've got on the defensive location. But like I said, the only issue I think here is they are going to probably just shoot us up a little bit there. They do have a cavalry unit there that could pull up here, make a movement and probably counter-charge my cavalry. There we go. We're going to get caught. Nope, that's pretty good. Are they going to get out of the way? Good. So quite an aggressive move with the enemy cavalry there at the first battle line. We probably are going to get disrupted on this hill. Easy enough. So we might send our cavalry unit there just to cause some havoc. Okay, so we're just going to fire away. So we're just going to hopefully make sure has under control. It's really bad combat for us there, unfortunately. So we ain't going to be charging. But we're going to try and get a cohesion check for him. Can we actually pull through to actually do any damage? No, unfortunately not there. But he's in our zone of control there. And are they lancers? So they're not going to evade, are they? So let's cause some mischief there. But being able to fall back there, I'm still quite happy where we are. I would like to pull this cavalry unit forward, but unfortunately, I think we'll end up in a really vulnerable position on that side. We'll just move the light horse archers back down. If he isn't going to move, I'm just going to take advantage of that with the light troops. Just so aggressive with that cavalry unit. That's very surprisingly there. So unfortunately, the Thracians on the hill getting some disruption. They more likely will break due to losses, but I'm going to let them soak that unit up, soak that damage up. I'll exchange that there. Hello, Van Bishop. How you doing tonight? Nice to see you on the chat. All right, light javelin horses. We're just going to punish the cavalry. and they are superior, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to actually break that unit. Okay, these go to the right. These guys are going to break eventually, and I'm not going to be slight habit. We're going to stick these in the rough ground. Just one space of rough ground to that left side. Move him up there, and then we're just going to hold. We do. We need to make sure they have an emoji for them. But yeah, impact. They definitely have all the POA for impact. Enemy armored lancer, just for being a lancer. The troop quality, the general. I mean, it's a little bit of a sacrificial pawn in respect. You know, I don't understand why he has dropped that in there. You know, just 86% loss straight away there for the impact. But unfortunately, I do have the size of the unit on in my favour. And the heavy weapon, of course. But of course, their so I can't speak tonight. Their quality comes into play there. But we're just going to have to I'm just going to shoot them up. I'm not going to bother trying to charge them there. We'll whittle that unit down just to at least to be disrupted. So brave again, the computer player, fully on the front there. You know, fully with the cavalry, keeping most of its infantry looking across the field, shouting taunts. Right, I think we could probably hurt that unit now. And I reckon that's going to be more likely an auto break. Oh! Alright, we're going to try it. We're going to try the thing and hopefully not drop a level of cohesion due to... I can see red. No, I can't see red. That's good. We're just going to absolutely butcher. There we go. That's fine. They can just sit pretty there for the rest of the game. Brilliant. Alright, we are just going to get a little bit closer to that unit there. Now that cavalry unit's onto the right side. Should have thought about pulling the slingers through to the left there. It's very different from that game, Zan. Very different. Fortunately, here the poorly armed rabble will get absolutely they will get upset about this. But two sub generals there. I think we're gonna have to poke the bear a little bit for these Dacians to come out and fight. Nope. We don't have to poke the bear. The Dacians have smelt blood from the cavalry and now coming to wreak revenge. Our cavalry on the left now taking some fire from us there, but we're just going to have to soak it up. So we massive enemy noble lancers are massive disadvantaged. That was an indecisive result, but we're going to wear that unit down. There we go, auto break. So he sacrificed them. I don't know why he did that. Alright, we're going to try and chase down some archers now. Well, he put them so close. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, be very wary in having cavalry or any units that can chase down your stuff. Do not put them close to the enemy line because they're just going to get trounced. And to be honest with you, I've done that so many times. We may just shoot that unit a little bit more just to make sure for good measure that it isn't going to come back and start to hurt me. Remember, guys, if you've just joined the chat, don't forget to come and say hello. We are playing. We're going to be playing it's going to be an epic battle at any time soon. The Dacian line ready to clash with ours. I'd like to say we have slightly better troops. He's mostly average protected. We're mostly average, but we do have heavy weapons though. Okay, and we do have one or two of the Roman units in there. That can cause some problems. We do know he has one sub-general unit to the right, which will play a part in my cavalry pushing to the right side. So we might have to reinforce this right side a little bit with some of the guys in the rear, just to make sure we're not going to get outflanked. Because remember, his front flank here is very long and could easily outflank me here. Alright, let's just... we're going to keep this under control there for this general unit and just really annoy the hell out of that cavalry unit. So there goes his main general unit has dispersed now, so not coming back to the field, so hopefully that won't play any part in the game from now on. Don't forget the poorly armed rabble. They'll play a big part in this game. And his cavalry unit seems to be advancing to the centre line. If we can at least pull one or two of his units off to the right side with our 2 cavalry units, that'll be brilliant. That should hopefully lessen the impact to the shenanigans he's going to pull. So we're going to pull this cavalry units out as much as we can. We might as well sort the general out there as well. And hopefully, oh dear. Hopefully, 1 or 2 of his units will pull out. I think I will want to do this just to see the battle lines as pretty as they are for you guys at home. So there's the mighty Thracian Roman allies, partly hidden in some cornfields. I quite like that. And on using the defence of the hill, we probably will push into this bush, but we're going to probably become slightly disordered. I think, or moderately disordered. Yeah, moderately disordered. But I think I'm happy with that. We're going to probably push to that hill a little bit, and that's not going to be a problem. Of course, we're going to hit these cavalry to the left again, looking for any disruption. What we're going to do, we're going to turn here. Them letting that cavalry in it, the computer player has played particularly bad this game already. I want to make sure my cavalry units can escape the infantry units that are about to clash. We're going to hit the C&C unit more than anything else. Unfortunately, we do have one disrupted Thracian unit there, probably far away from. Yeah, it's got the C&C in command in range. Okie doke. I think that's all I'm willing to do. And they rally. The archers find the courage, rally back. Hopefully, and they're going to probably just shoot some of my cavalry up a little bit. But I think the cavalry in the rear on the right side is coming over to the left to cause some issues. Oh, the export system's fantastic. I love the export system in Empires. So disrupting the light archer cavalry, the light archers in the rear now retreating to the safety of the woods. Hidden away to ambush another day. Can we run out the way? Just can we get out of the way? We're going to pull this cavalry unit to the left side. Any disruption is good disruption. We're going to move these slightly closer. What I might want to do. Oh, yeah, we'll charge next turn. Maybe that could have been a charge next, but it doesn't matter. Okay. We're gonna. We're in a little bit of trouble there, ladies and gentlemen. We do have 4 turns of ammo here, so we might as well use it before we hit this main combat. So this is what I wanted to happen on the right side, guys, is to chaff up their line. Not chaff up, to distract their right side of their line, their left, my right flank, just with 1 of the 2 of the cavalry units. Just so. I can just pull the units out and just hopefully go around them, or just, I mean, I'm hoping 2 units, or even these 2 units in the rear will come and push further out. I kind of regret now. I don't think I've got enough time to push them down there, but yeah, you know what? We're going to do that because this cavalry unit more likely could turn around and give them a little bit of a hand if the combat gets a little bit out of hand. So the Romans are poised to help their Thracian allies. They're definitely taking an advance on the right side. There's a lot of units there, but remember my cavalry units can turn around and hopefully bait a few of their units away again. But if not, we'll be able to charge down and cause them some problems. So with 12 turns to go, it is all to play for. Unfortunately, I wish these guys weren't disrupted, but that is the way the cookie crumbles. Right, the light arch unit will turn to the right here. I would love to charge the cavalry in, but I think it's a little bit too early here. The cavalry unit being punished by the javelin men. Slingers again. Oh, we're able to break through their line there. We're going to run around the rear and just throw some stones. We're bringing out the big boys, but we can't bring out all the big boys. We can't we can't pull a Duke of York card out just yet. We've got to hold them back. All right, so cavalry are now going to turn around, threaten their side, see if they actually do anything. So let's see the charge here. Oh God, the impact, the impact. Uh, God, they are impact foot though, aren't they? So of course they're going to have better impact, and they want to charge. So I'm tempted to take that hit and actually try the charge here just to stop that unit absolutely trouncing me. And we luckily get a disruption there on the warband unit, so making it a little bit even Stevens there. We're going to hold back. I don't. Oh yeah. Of course the Romans have to charge. Of course the Romans have to charge. They just have so many advantages. You know, I like in Field of Glory Empires where the Roman legions have just legion, which makes them better. Let's just. I think we're going to go for the charge. Probably be a bit more aggressive on this right side to support our brothers on this hill. Yeah, I think we're going to go there unless we completely mess up here. We do have the advantage. We're going to push here. And push here for now and see what these two units in the rear do. Oh wow, that's going to be a bad day. Going to be a bad day for us there. Okay, I think that I don't want to charge there just yet. I think we're just going to hang on. I'm going to turn the Romans to the right just in case they do charge forward. So maybe I am able to pull a flank charge off on the later turns. But I think the battle has been set, the battle lines have been drawn. We are all... I don't want to get dislodged from this hill. Unfortunately, I want to charge, but at the same time, if I charge and they get pushed back, I'm in a world of pain made by myself. So we're going to hold on to there and then just see what they do. So this is the current line from the enemy's point of view. Give me this advantage of this hill. But they have advantage of numbers and troop quality. The Romans will definitely fill in gaps and really dish out the pain towards these warbands. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any picked warband, which I've no, he has one picked warband with his C&C in. You know, the rabble and a few Thracians, which were sacrificial pawns on the hill to get shot up by the light archers, which they pulled. But the light cavalry unit. Sorry, I mean the light cavalry unit. The Roman lancers did a fantastic push to the left side, now threatening the Dacian left side. So we're going to be able to cause some real massive havoc there. But remember, he is pulling this subgeneral unit of lancers over, so that I might have to turn around. I like to be a bit more atmospheric and tell the story of Van Bishop. Occasionally I like to do that. But so, you know, I said I just forget to do it. Okay, so 12 turns left. Let's stop this lollygagging and see what they do. I did it. I called it. Unless he, yeah. Turn the Roman unit round. It's like a... So the Lancers in the rear now. We're going to have a duel, a commander duel at some point soon here. I would have liked to use this cavalry unit to be a bit more of a push on their flanks. You see, it's the pushbacks. It's the pushbacks there, guys. I can't overexpose my flanks. And a double cohesion drops. Hooray! The enemy warband panicked and dropped 2 levels of cohesion. Off back to Dacian land with your son. So the the lucky, I'd say lucky guys, because there was a chance it wasn't going to happen. I did get disrupted here, but with my Thracians, but turning the Romans, you know, thinking that my allies, my Thracian allies were going to turn and run as they did. We've been set up for a fantastic flank charge there, where we're going to dish out the pain train on them. Let's do that now. And the Romans stomp the Dacians into the ground. Oh, that was a little bit painful. I kind of feel guilty doing that a little bit, but at the same time I don't. Okay, so the Thracians and the rabble on the hill are in some major trouble. We have the picked warband unit with the C&C. We have a warband unit and another warband unit ready to clap eyes. We are going to have to turn this cavalry unit to face the noble lancers coming to get us. We're actually outpositioned. We're not outpositioned, but we're outmatched due to troop choice there. He is superior armoured. I think whoever gets the charge here, if he gets the POA charge, when he get the points of advantage he's going to have is, of course, his quality and being a Lancer. I don't know if that negates me being a Lancer for his impact phase, but we'll see when he gets closer. But currently we are 15% up, no casualties on the Roman Thracian side. Alright, so the computer player on the right has slightly ignored the cavalry, but if I move any closer to these warbands, they are going to slowly just be slightly annoying. We've got to be careful about the zones of control here. We do have 2 units which are disrupted, which could cause a chain cohesion drop, which is what we want. So we're going to need to try and work it out, but these guys are really going to hurt me. Oh no! What's the advantage here? I think because we're heavy weapon as well, and there is a 100-point POA for the uphill advantage. So I think taking that hill advantage at the start of the game did really make that was a good choice for them. I thought about stopping in the woods or just behind the woods, but I think that was a good choice, giving us some really good advantage there. Advantage in terrain, but not numbers. But remember, 2 of his units are disrupted, so we just need to hone that. But unfortunately here, we still don't want to lose the hill advantage. We want to keep the advantage, but also not getting pushed down this plane where most likely the Dacians will dish out more flanks and damage per unit for the Thracians. So I'm thinking, looking at what we've got here, without over-analysing the battlefield too much, we are going to charge straight down here. We're safe here on this centre, this mid-right line. This unit could easily get chaffed up by these 2 Thracians. So we're going to try here, see if we are able to drop them down to fragmented, or even break if the gods shall give us a good dice roll. And in we go. We're on roughly equal terms, but we're not on good terms. I think overall there, but here I don't think I'm going to charge. So what I'm going to do, I am going to charge here, and I know I'm at a disadvantage here. Oh, afraid, yeah, I know we're disadvantaged, but I am going to move up and turn here. And of course, I'm now going to throw my cavalry into the fray a little bit. I'm going to throw my cavalry under the bus a little bit, and just provoke the computer player to making a bad decision. And this is what I want to do, because I've made such a bold move here. He can easily counter this with one of his units, but I'm going to give him the choice. Give him the choice what to do. I mean, I do this with human players as well. You give your opponent lots of options. And hopefully you give him the option, so the gamble you have made comes off in the end. And that's what I want to do. He's got several options he can do now. He can ignore my cavalry, go for this unit. He can turn my cavalry, then I get the advantage. The options, make me win or lose on this right side, really. But I think we gave him made plenty of options there for him to make, and hopefully he chooses the latter, which is to counter the cavalry while we hold this right side, and hopefully just beat him back off the hill there. So that is absolutely fantastic. What would the things? So we've got 10, 16. So here, unfortunately, the Thracians aren't going to do very well. So we're going to have to try and push these here and then go for the flank next turn. Hopefully we aren't going to get pushed back. This is what I don't want. But I think the Romans can't push in just yet. But unfortunately here, we're going to have to push here again. A zone of control, and here, a zone of control. I don't know about zone of control. I'm going to have to stop the picked warband from charging up the hill and absolutely wrecking the rabble. So I think we're going to fight the Roman one fit. Even if we push them back here, we're in a good position still. Great advantage still. So we didn't move up, which is good. But I'm really hopeful we will be that unit before this unit becomes an issue. But if not, and we're desperate, we will move that unit up the centre. The light javelin cavalry will just malinga to the rear and malinga to the left. We will pull the lava javelin there. He is staying there. We are just going to waste our ammo by shooting some of their lights. Unfortunately, the Thracians on this extreme left side are in a little bit of trouble here. Even with the hill advantage, we are disordered here, which is going to make such an impact. And I could possibly lose that line because of that. But I'm going to have to take some loss and take some win when I can. I'm still not going to charge there. I'm just going to withhold that charge and see if I can push some flanks. Okay, so the combat here where we're more likely to lose. I'm just going to see what's going to happen. And we slightly disadvantaged, but we don't retreat, which is a good idea. That's fantastic. And of course, staying stoic on the right side. We're just going to click that end turn and see what decisions the computer makes. And as predicted on the left side, the warband charge up the hill, upset the upsetting the Thracians there. They lose the impact, so the enemy warband charge against the Romans, but lose the impact. But remember now, guys, we have that combat modifier, the multiple units. They're going to slowly wear that Roman unit down. But I'm quite confident that Roman unit can withhold them 2 units for some time. And the Thracians actually win there, even though they're slightly disadvantaged against the Dacian warband. Romans hacking away. Nothing stops Rome. The hill on the right side doing fantastically. Good rally. So as you can see, as I described before, ladies and gentlemen, the options I've given the computer player was either to deal with this Thracian unit or deal with the cavalry. They chose to deal with the cavalry, which I think was the greater threat. You know, even though it's going to dish a lot of damage on them. And of course, we're just going to go for the flank here. Straight away, you're going to drop that cohesion charge. It is not going to be a good day for that warband unit. And fragment, so what we're going to do, try and get here, try and take this unit to take another cohesion check. But they hold firm, they are made of tougher stuff than that. So we've done that, and then, well, of course, then we're going to do here. And easily back down to fragmented. We're going to break this centre line, giving us freedom to split the centre line up. Romans are, well, we could just charge the Romans in, actually. I was slightly worried there that they weren't going to break it, but it does outposition the Roman troops in the centre. But that's all we can do. Okay, so looking at the combat here, as I said, the armoured noble lancers are slightly better than me, as you can see. So we're in a lot of pain train there with any PO8. They just outmatch us completely, and I'm kind of sad that I've done that, because now I'm going to get absolutely charged, mullered. I'm tempted to try a fallback, but I'm not tempted. I don't want to do it now. We know we're in a loss there, but we're just going to have to chaff that unit up for the rest of the game. Okay, let's see what shenanigans we can pull. So what I'm going to do is just pull the cavalry up there. Have a great day there, guys. And we are going to fall back there, just to make them think twice. We could try this combat first, see where it leads us. They held. Let's try here. I reckon they're going to get pushed back. No, they don't. So that's fine. Romans against the disordered unit. And a break. Will this cause a chain break against the which is fragmented? Are they scared? And they are scared. So we've just done a triple drop. Nope. But leaving the mid-right flank open to all sorts of badness there, which is what we want. These Thracians are just going to push here. Like I said, we're in a little bit of trouble here and on the left side. If we fall back, we'll give the Lancer cavalry their zone of control back, and then they will just be not very nice. You see, the picked warbands are in a good position. The warband there are in a good position. What we might have to do is throw caution to the wind here, even though we're massively disadvantage. I was trying to charge them just to see if they stick in combat long enough for me to try and pull a flank on them, but unfortunately that was not the case. I think that's all. I'm going to try and just charge some of these like infantry down, and amazingly they hold. Oh, that's going to hurt me next turn. We are going to pull these down here and then go for another charge of the the javelin horse. So, are the Thracians made of greater stuff? Will we hold? I don't think we are. I think we're broken. Yeah, we're off. We're off. Oh, that warband. Oh, the poorly armed rabble. The work experience lads are dropped to being disordered now. That was not surprising at all. Okay. We're going to keep the zone of control up for the sub-general. We are going to move to the left here to shoot some of the more superior troops up, which is fine. That cavalry's just going to stay there and take the brunt of that attack next turn. And a rally for the computer player. A rally in the rear with the archers. Here comes the charge. We're not going to be pretty. Nope. Enemy foe are slightly disadvantaged. I think mainly because of the hill more than anything else. And the cavalry are slightly advantaged, which I expected. Oh wow, the light cavalrymen actually got fragmented due to that drop in Thracians to the extreme left. The Dacian troops are no match for the Roman legionaries here at all. Dacians on the centre. I think this could be game. I think this is game this turn, guys. No, it's not. I thought the 32% would have broke it there. Who's under control is that? Oh, the fragmented. Well, you guys can like just run away. So we've got to be careful. There is a warband unit on our tail, which is not going to be happy. Okay, into the rabble. Into the rabble. So the took our zone of control up, but we're going to have to move the Romans to the right somewhere, and these Thracians will go into here. Brilliant. Okay, so what we're going to do here is not very much, unfortunately. We're at a very much a little bit of dead end on this left side due to the nastiness of the Dacian troops there. They got the very much an advantage there. Okay, well, I didn't realise we got round there. That was lucky. Have a little bit of a light skirmish, which is brilliant. You turn the cavalry back around. Keep the threat of the cavalry there. We're going to turn these to the right. Going to angle them so he decides what he's going to do. So we can at least, if he may charge this unit, he may charge this unit. Let's break this unit here first. Deconstructed, good sir. Deconstructed. We'll just turn and fire the loose warband there. Just keep up that zone of control. That's all I need to do. Turning these here. I still don't want to charge. I'm happy with that. Okay, the cavalry unit that is slowly going to get... we're going to lose this eventually. There's no doubt about that. Okay, the combat's on the right. We've got a good... the height advantage. What we're going to do is shift there, turn to the right, and then we're going to try a flank next turn. Hopefully we're not going to get pushed back or the opposite. Nope. Keep this unit bottled up with the cavalry. And there we go. I think that's all we want to do. We're looking pretty on most of the flanks, apart from the left side where they've pushed over. Just got to just hold it, because I think we're more likely going to break their armour before anything happens here. Unfortunately, the general has died in their unit. That was unlucky for the computer player at all. Well, it was going to happen on one of our sides anyway. But it was just unlucky that he fell on theirs. And there goes their arch unit. Maybe cohesion drops all around for everybody. Yep, just for the unit in the north sector there. He's running away. Does the cavalry catch them? And he catches them on a rear charge. And a break. Does it charge the cavalry unit after? No. That was extremely lucky. And Lady Luck, she sung the song of victory for the Thracians. A absolute stoic victory there. The Dacians did not stand a chance on that hill. The hill on the right proved a little bit difficult for the Dacian warband to overcome. The left side did get overcome at the end, but with good units from the Romans, we just played well. it was just a very simple game to deconstruct their warband units, and with a good drops of their cohesion. There's some units that dropped, just a double drop straight away, which is easier. The cavalry on the right side causing some units to turn around and not focus on the main battle. So we live to fight another day. GG guys, can I hear a GG in chat? That was fantastic. I'm sure the positive waves from chat helped out amazingly there. So this comes to our second battle of the evening. Oh, that was fantastic. I actually really enjoyed that. It's going to be an interesting game when we play that against a human player, though. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu custom. So, looking at the second game, guys, what would you like me to play? We have the Kishans against the Indo-Greeks. What do you want, guys? Elephant cheese or phalanx cheese? I need you to know, what would you like me to play tonight? So it's Kishan, 1310. If I can find it, just bear with me, guys. 13406. No, 75. Oh, where am I looking? Where am I looking? My eyes. I can't see it. Indo-Greek. Tropical. What is it? Tropical what? Before I find it. Tropical. Just tropical. Tropicana's free. Do 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 do. So this is going to the chat, guys, as I'll let you guys decide. What would you like me to play? The Indian Kashan forces or the Indo-Greek? I will be playing Elephant Cheese if you let me choose the Indian forces, and Cataphracts Cheese. Ho ho ho! What an army! What an army! It's gonna be. That is the right one, isn't it? 1475. I don't think there's another list, is there? No, I think that's maybe a typo on the. Might be a typo on the Slytherin tournament site there. So we're gonna have Elephant Cheese. Elephant cheese versus pike cheese. Ho ho ho! There's going to be elephants galore here. Veteran armoured cavalry, Indian cavalry, noble horse archers, pike phalanx, some mediocre spearmen in my opinion, Indian close fighters, irregular foot, and a ton of Indian archers. What would you like me to play, guys? Indo-Greek or the Kashans? I'll let the first person decide. The first person who says something, I'll choose it. And I think that's the list there. Let's just have a quick... Yeah, that's it. Alright, if no one says anything, I'll just go with whatever I want. Okay, as the chat has down silence, I will just go with what we got on here. So I think that is all the settings correct. Yeah, it is. All right, we're going to have a little bit of an elephant fight and some pikes, some archers. It's going to be definitely a mix. Not playing a tropical game in a while. So this is round 2. It's going to be very interesting. Just before anyone says anything, elephant cheese. Elephant cheese. This is all I'm going to do is have elephant cheese. Nothing like some elephants. Ha ha ha, I just love elephants. They're not Carthaginian elephants, but they'll do. Some very nice models there, I've got to say. So hats off to Richard Brodie Scott for that. Very nice. I'm going to have to go and buy some of them at 15mm at some point. Okie dokie. So, looking at the field, it is just... we're going to fight him in the open. I'm going to force... what's that? 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to force the enemy player into the open here. And we're not going to try and use the right side of the field here. We've got some light horse archers. We do have some Parthian... cataphracts. Let me just see what we can have. So we've maxed out on elephants. That's pricey, 68 points. We're going to go for hopefully some Indian archers, which we can only have a handful of units, unfortunately, here. I don't know, Sonny. You're best dropping a chat into the Slytherin forum or the Slytherin chat here into the private message to the thing. They could probably answer that question. Okay, so we've got we're gonna use the elephant to protect the Indian archers. But, of course, I think we need some combat troops and some cavalry to hang around in the rear. So we're going to have one unit of cataphracts. Remember, the elephants disordering cavalry, the smelly elephants, like smelly camels. Got Indian cavalry, which is not bad. Protected light spear swordsman. Very good there, you know. I don't particularly have a massive amount of melee troops here. I do not have a massive amount. It's just mostly fast cavalry. Mostly fast cavalry here. Okay, so, well, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that. God, this is going to be interesting. Certainly interesting. Not a... I'm going to struggle this. So I think the main tactic here when you play the tournament game against a human player is you're going to have to use the terrain to your advantage. These archers are going to get absolutely hammered against any pike units. So I think it's going to have to be. I'm going to have to shoot these pike units up particularly well. I really am. All right, we're going to have all cavalry, all ponies. All ponies, 32 points, and we can have one more. Brilliant. So, tactic will be... I think there is a mod, Grey Knight. There is a mod. There is a mod for it, isn't there? I think I remember right. There's a Napoleonic mod, isn't there? So we're going to hit them with as many light archers and try and weaken their pike phalanxes, while the cavalry hopefully hits left and right, while the elephants... Maybe I could probably just shorten this line altogether. I suggest a fantasy, like not Age of Sigmar, an 8th edition fantasy version of Field of Glory. If you guys are, if you've played Warhammer, like a fantasy version, not like Warhammer Fantasy in Field of Glory, that would be awesome. That's what I would like. So we're just going to go for the elephant blob, followed by cavalry flanks. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go down. Well, we're going to drop a general into the elephant unit, of course, and push him to the two extremes. I think we're going to push him to the two extremes here, and like that. Okay, so are they in battle groups? They seem, apart from that guy, because he is my sub-general. Well, he'll go... yeah, we'll keep him there, that's fine. Right, this is either going to be a war... Look at the state. I've been hustled. I'm going to absolutely get shot up. Wow, it is unbelievable how shot up I'm going to get. I'm just happy there is no rough terrain to get absolutely annihilated on. Sad to say, they've just got so many archers. How many archers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just need somebody to say we'll block out the sun with our arrows now. Okay, we're going to have to get this cavalry advancing as fast as it can to the left and right. We need to hit their line quite hard at the same time with the elephants and the horse archers. It's this unit on the left with the sub-general in that is going to hurt me very badly. That's a big army. Alright, the first initial volleys there are very effective against my nomad horse archers, or who are slightly unprotected. Well, I'm going to start shooting up his unit there before we die. So many. I know. I'm I'm not happy. Let it not dishearten you guys. We're going to fight to the death regardless of what happens here. Oh, it is just the they've got so much to protect themselves. I'm going to get absolutely outshot here. I would have liked to start to hit them, but I'm going to get like close, and it is going to be. I'm just going to get disrupted. It's a good list. It's a good list, the Indo-Greek list. I'm hoping they waste most of their archer shots on the light cavalry here, but we'll certainly see. It's going to be. I can't wait to play this. I might have to play this. I might have to go and find an opponent online for this list and see what happens. These guys are going to get so. Nope, they seem alright. They're just going to get surprisingly not disrupted. Here come the archer units again. I mean, they do have some close fighters in the rear. But it's this guy that's the problem. If he can let me flank him, I'd be very happy for that. Are we in range here? No, like one. I don't want to advance closer, but I'm going to have to. Alright, everything I possibly can shoot at that pike phalanx unit. I can't afford the cataphracts units to be getting hit as well. The cataphracts units are going to absolutely stomp on them. I've got no doubt about that. But of course, the same as the elephants. I don't want the elephants to get shot up either. Alright, that's all I can do. I think we've done enough. We've done quite a lot of damage to that unit already. I think it's just monopolising on that. These two units are the two pivot units in the game. I'm hoping I can just drop the elephants onto the archers, and then hopefully they just drop. Please don't shoot the elephant units. That's all I'm asking you. Do not shoot the elephants. The elephants are the key for me to winning this game. But also, it does rely on some of the cataphracts doing some damage as well. Whoa, Oaken Shield. Thank you for the chair. Your swords are with us, I'm sure. The poor unarmoured archers getting absolutely peppered, but their sacrifice is not in vain. Oh, just feel the pain. Feel the pain of the archers. You know, for me, the cataphracts are kind of like a glass hammer in respects to some of this. They are a glass hammer. Oh, the issue is, these veteran noble lancers are just going to evade off the board, and it's going to be so annoying. Okay, firing away. I've got no doubt that it's going to take me a hell of a lot of shooting to take them down. Right, you can run away. You can come up here and shoot some guy. That's fine. Alright, we're primed on this left side now. We're primed. I just need them to charge down, and then we charge with the elephants, and then the cataphracts hit that side. But this could all go pear-shaped if they bring any the Indian cavalry down. Swapping him out. Alright, he's going to evade. I've got no doubt about that. Oh, God, wow, I can charge them in. That's not a pretty sight. Okay, we're going to have to charge in. The sacrificial in close fighter unit. Ooh, okay, we're going to do it. It's going to go. Hopefully it won't get too disordered. Drop the general into that unit. You will just fire and take some of the flak up. You're just going to take some of the flak up away from the cataphracts. You're going to sit pretty for one more turn before you charge in against that pike unit. Oh, look at the state of it. I need it to get disrupted, but I don't think it is going to get disrupted. That's it. Shoot the close order units. Don't shoot me elephants. So the key in the tournament here, guys, will be shooting the elephants up. Oh, disrupting the elephants, and he did it. He may get lucky and get a fragment on that as well. That is not going to go well. It's going to be... Yep, 1 damage off there. Crikey. Yep, that's what I said. Yep, Warhammer Fantasy is the way I want to see it. Fragmented that unit of Indian cavalry. No match for the cataphracts there, guys. Don't forget to say hello, guys, if you've joined the channel tonight. We're playing some of the tournament games for the Christmas tournament. Oh, my poor elephant. He's going to get flanked to bits as well. Okay, let's open up, guys. This is not going to work. This is not working the way I want it to work. Let's go for it. Just got a last one turn. Just last one turn, lads. Here we go. Going to hopefully bait this phalanx unit to the left as well. Oof, he says. Unfortunately, the elephant getting disrupted has messed my day up, but we're going for it. We are going to get flanked horrendously there. I know we are. Oh, he didn't break on contact. Oh, and now our cavalry breaking through the right side. Ooh, this is not going to be pretty. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna feel the pain on this game, guys. I think the Kusham forces are slightly disadvantaged here against the Indo-Greek. Oh, he's going to... Come on, rally up. I want to hear a rally sound for that elephant. Because there's a lot of a lot of people coming to get him now. There's nothing I can do about it. The Indian cavalry on the left retreat. Oh, the archer shots are painful. Come on, hold the line. Oh! Oh! Wow. This certainly shows the way this game is going to go. Just don't have the troops for it. Oh, he rallied! Rally! Rally! Quick, drop him. Drop him as quickly as possible. Everything in there. Off you go, lads. Off you go. Everybody into something before we die. Lucky, got extremely lucky there. Oh, that poor elephant. The poor elephant. Ooh, what's the points for advantage for that thing? I suppose offensive spearman is the advantage itself. How would you disrupt? Come on, just drop. That's it. That's what we wanted to do a turn ago. I need to fall back. Well, we'll accept that disruption. We've done some very brave moves this turn. Right, turn to the right side, see if we can make this phalanx unit in. But it is not going to be pretty for us in the next few turns. Let's end that there, but I'm sure we can pull some epic moves off. I've got an inkling that that pike unit we broke at the start will now... There we go for the flank. Just going to get absolutely saturated by infantry units here. The elephant holding that line. I mean, if we don't go for these close Indian fighters, we could maybe move them to the right side. Even though the Indian arch units aren't fantastic, they are going to really be annoying. That cataphract units that's charged off on the other side of the field is going to be slightly annoying. Not able to have that for any combat abilities. We broken light arch to the left. And there goes a drop of cohesion there. But the cataphracts on the right are going to get absolutely meat grinded down. Got no doubt this Indian arch unit here is a little bit dead. I'm hoping for a rally here. Hold firm. Brilliant. And there comes the elephant to upset him. I'm looking for a break and a massive push up to that against the cat. I don't know. Oh, a rally as well. We're blessed. What I need to happen is for this guy not to be moving. He evaded. He evaded against some... we're going to charge here. Hopefully push to the left. And a break. And a break. That's it. Break, break. No, break, please. I want you to break because I don't want you to be around anymore. And the charge of the elephants. Right, make your case, Mr. Phalanx Unit. Where do you want to go? Well, fortunately not that way. We will turn and shoot that unit that is broken, just in case they decide to come back. Okay, we're going to chuck these here. We're going to slightly abandon the elephant. Are we back to fight another day? Yes, we are. We're going to shoot you up. Unfortunately, the cataphract unit here is a massive disadvantage. Completely my fault. It is on 75 hill and they're on 100, so they've got a massive amounts of POA there. Massive. That cataphract unit in the rear is just going to take too long to come down to help them. Let's turn and shoot people, I guess. Let him... I don't know if he can form a square. We're going to let the computer player fight that combat because I don't want to click the buttons because I feel like I'm going to click it and I'm going to lose. Hold firm. Hold firm. Huzzah! The people of the elephant are singing away. Fantastic. I was expecting to drop. Absolutely drop. We're going to get... come on, step on the regular foot. God, elephant's taking a bit of a mash in there. Lady Luck singing my song. I've got that pack of jammy dodgers open. And the elephant getting shot up again. Fragmented. We're hoping for a rally there. The archers deciding to charge the light cavalry, against which are currently fighting the Indian cavalry. That was a lucky charge there, and I can't believe the Indian cavalry actually evaded some light cavalry. An auto break there, unfortunately. But that is the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, to be honest with you, I kind of didn't see that cavalry there charge through there. That is going to cause me some problems. Oh, hopefully no disorder for my other cavalry. Okay, the elephant taking a massive amount of damage there, but can it hold tight? Oh, we just got hosted. That's fantastic. The cataphracts on the right just holding tight. But like I said, guys, they are going to get absolutely mauled down eventually. The Indian cavalry taking it home. Come on, elephant. I want to rally. Good for the cataphracts on the rally. Oh, the elephants rally. Brilliant, guys. Okay, the cataphracts now pushing down. Hopefully in time to help his fellow comrade in arms there. Alright, the defragmented elephant there. There's nothing we can do there. It's a little bit brave here, guys. A little bit brave. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for the host. I'm not sure the Slivering chat. I don't know who you are on the Slivering channel. I do apologise. So bounce back there. We do not have a good enough unit to hold that unit there. Let's see if we are able to break the Indian cavalry to the left side. We charge down the light infantry there. Brilliant. So we should be able to break this Indian cavalry. But it holding firm. I can't really say I didn't get really lucky there with the hold firm one before. Wow. They are literally loving it. Sad to say here, the elephant probably will drop. But we will swap our commander out of that unit when it breaks. And firing away there again. Oh, that is well received. Okay. Desperate times, desperate measures. The Indian archers into the Indian archer unit. And unfortunately, we do lose and are pushed back. But we have more units in the fray to be pushing in. Okay, we are going to charge the... we are slightly disordered by our own elephant, which is very unlucky. But, wow. The negatives there are high. That elephant will not last much longer, and unfortunately I don't have enough reinforcements to push it forwards. We are going to stick these here, see what the pike phalanx do, and I think I'm going to let the computer fight the rest of them combats, so I don't have to click them, because it doesn't particularly matter. The elephant hold firm again. All the positive waves in chat to make the elephant hold again. Unbelievably, the elephant is holding firm. I know, fantastic rally there for the Indian cavalry unit on the left side. Cataphracts absolutely fighting like champions on that right side. Come on, elephant, just hold it. You've done so well so far, but we are about to lose via losses more than anything else. Will the cataphracts unit get down in time to actually flank the... here comes the flank charge via the light horse archers. Changing up that combat, definitely. There's a bit of a melee going off on that left side. And will my elephant on the left rally? I've took the general out of it, so it's going to, hopefully, I hope it's going to run. Oh, and the elephant has auto broken, but that elephant holding up most of their line for a few turns there. The pike phalanx now turning to face the correct way. And back down to fragmented for the Indian cavalry. My elephant stamping away, disrupting the enemy Indian archers there. It would be quite good if that elephant rallied that broken. Okay, so the cataphracts nearly there to rescue the other cataphracts unit. We're going to move there so we can actually charge them. Okay, so they're still fragmented. Yeah, we are going to... We'll chuck them, see if we can fragment them. And then charging away. Come on, laddos. Far as you can go. Far as you can go. We should break them on the left. And... fantastically broke them, just took a very long time. I think with that rally they got, certainly messed up that whole push. Cavalry units fragmented. You see, I'm tempted just to charge here to get out of the way. And then we can turn around and face the rear of the pike phalanx there. Sad to say here, the Indian cavalry just pushing further on. There's nothing much I can do about it at the moment. That's a bad. And we are slightly disordered still, so we're at a negative because of our own elephant. And here, against the Indian cavalry, and then against the veteran armoured cavalry, which is very indecisive. That is all we can do. We're going to have a close game here altogether. And told you the pike phalanx has rallied, which is very unfortunate for me there. But we're just going to keep fighting on. And there's a charge, the worst possible overrun charge we could get there. And the elephant more likely will break there. But I've got to say the elephants are fighting amazingly. There's the flank. There's no fault of my own there, unfortunately. Hold firm though, which is good. The Indian archers are no match for the pike phalanxes there. He's turned. Indian archers getting disrupted there. The light cavalry now broken. That was just harsh for them, unfortunately, but that's the way it crumbles. Come on. Stay there one more turn, because you're in trouble now, armoured cavalry. Any rallies here for the Kushan forces? Nope, the elephant has disappeared. How great. How great are they? Brilliant. I quite enjoy that right side. Okay, so we're going to turn here. We are going to have to gang up on this. Fortunately, they are going to break so easily here. This cavalry unit is going to have free roam. We're pushing further down where I want. And just getting disrupted. Brilliant. He may charge, so I'm going to take up his zone of control there, and also be disrupted by my own elephant yet again. Hello Pit Fiend, nice to see you again. It's always nice to see you on the streams. We're playing the tournament games from Field of Glory. It is going swimmingly until up to now. That flank is not serving me well whatsoever. I may let the computer face them last combats because it makes no decision. They got a rally. Disrupted. And the elephant is more likely off now. And unfortunately it is hopefully not causing too much disruption on my line. Disrupting the light troops, which then Indian archers go. Oh. Good rally for them there on the right side with the Indian cavalry. And they form square, knowing I'm ready to pounce at them. But we're going to charge at the Indian Arch line there. So we're going to hopefully just push up this line with this Cataphracts unit because he's done the square move. That pike phalanx down there, that is so annoying that it rallied. Just brings that percentage up so it shows how much of the army them pikes actually make up. They're gone due to... Oh, wow. Wow, they're off, guys. Not got much left holding up our forces. Auto break due to losses, which I would have expected. Fortunately there, the veteran armoured cavalry stood up. Oh, and unfortunately, we were unable to win there. That was so close, guys. I wish we had one more turn because we could have made a difference there. But as the cookie crumbles, it seems the point advantage really is to take the elephants out because once the Kushan have lost most of their elephants or they're disordered, they are not going to last. It is very much a terrain dependent army. You know, the Indo-Greek have a lot of archers, and then pike units certainly you have to spend a lot of points to actually try and counter them with archers and other stuff. But my Cataphracts cavalry did fantastically. It just took so long to get into action that in the end it just didn't have much of an impact. The right side would have been mine eventually. The left side, their light stuff was pretty good, taking out most of my lights, but also you know, causing havoc on the cavalry. But that is the way it happens. But I really enjoyed that game. Yeah, not bad. But losses were great. Losses were great. Okay, so we come to the final game. So guys, we have a choice. What would the stream like me to play? We have a choice of Romans have invaded the Parthian Empire. Romans with Armenian allies, and Parthian with Etroplane. I can't pronounce that. So what is it? Romans or Parthians? So we'll look at Romans 24 to do. I have to make sure I get the right time. 24,169. There we go. And we have Armenian and it's Parthian. And we are on Middle Eastern agricultural. We're not in total. Alright guys, I think we're probably going to go Roman for this final game because we enjoyed playing Roman allies with Thracians in the first game. So I think that's the way it is. A lot of allies there. We'll have a quick look at the army list before we jump into this melee. So we've got a Cataphracts, so expensive there. A veteran Roman cavalry, Roman lancers, which are always nice, Roman cavalry, light horse, or a lot of light horse javelins there, heavy artillery, light artillery, the Praetorian Guard, but unfortunately only be able to choose one unit at 87 points. That is pricey. That is pricey. Roman Legionnaires, which we are allowed 4 units in total there. Some cheapy Romans, auxiliary, irregular foot. Massed archers, not bad, but they are allies. Archers, light javelins, not a bad army, but I can expect the enemy, I can imagine it's going to be a lot. So they could have up to 6, 7, 8 Cataphracts units. Lots of cavalry. It's a cavalry, some basic infantry. A lot of bad things are coming my way. We're expected to get shot up here. So we're going to go with the Roman force. Let's hopefully Lady Luck is singing my song once more tonight. I think that is the list thing. So we've got about half an hour. I think we could easily bash this game out. So I think as this final battle, I think we're going to have to play a more defensive battle against the Parthians, as they are going to be a mostly cavalry army here. Wow, we could actually do like really... not really having fun with this terrain at the moment. We've got some enclosed obstacles. Yeah, Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. So I think further off we're going to max out as many legionnaires we can probably get, just so I can hold the line to some degree. But also, you see, there's no massive, I'd say. I mean, apart from staying back on my proper camping on my line. I mean, that's the alternative, which I don't think I'll be happy doing that. So we're going to have legionnaires, and we're going to have some auxiliary. Where are we? Which are going to camp on the rough terrain in the centre. We could have some slightly more auxiliary in the rear in this rough terrain. We could have some cavalry, which is going to sit around doing bits and bobs for us. And I don't think cavalry, we're going to be outmatched cavalry. I've got no doubt about that. Infantry, we are going to hold the ground with infantry, but everything else is just going to be absolutely annoyed with. Some mediocre legionnaires. And then I think we're going to have 24 points. We're going to have something that's going to be able to shoot back at them. Slingers and light javelinmen, unfortunately, but it is not going to be a good game for his here. The cavalry are definitely going to be so we've got 2 units of cavalry that are going to be holding back. I think we're going to keep we're going to have a slightly pushed out line there. I think we're going to keep 1 unit of auxiliary there, 1 unit auxiliary there. Well, this is going to be an interesting battle. I think we're going very much on the defensive here, and we're going to have one of the generals on the right to make sure the battle groups are fine. So there is the battle line for the last battle tonight. It is going to be a bad day for the Roman side, I can imagine. We're going to be outmatched with cavalry. Our cavalry cannot. I just don't think it can match the cataphracts. Let's have a look at the pain train that is about to come my way. Yet again, very strong with the cavalry there. Cataphracts. Lots of unarmed. Oh my word! Here we go again. There's so many light archers there. So many light archers. This year's they can outrun me. They can outrun me so easily here. So I think we're going to have to fall back. It's going to be a little much of a defensive game here. Slightly anticlimax to their army. They do have some irregular foot in the rear on the hill, but there's just no way I can attack that, especially for all them enclosures and that amount of terrain. I feel like we're going to have to slightly bait that cavalry into a distraction here. We're going to get shot up by a lot of horse archers. The computer wastes no time advancing the infantry from the rear, but also defending the obstacles in the centre line. Yeah, he's going to absolutely shoot. I think the plan will be for him is to soften my cavalry up with a lot of the horse archers, and then be able to just smash them with his cataphracts. So he's got 1 cataphract unit there with a sub-general in, but also a hell of a lot of unarmoured, unprotected bow swordman cavalry. But we've just got to maintain unit coherency and not be pulled out into random combats here. That's the main thing we've got to do here, guys, is stay as close to we can together. I want to try and bait some of his light cavalry into this right side, so we are able to actually just charge it down. I hope he just gets so far in there that we push and do actually win. This is going to be a hard battle. I've got no doubt about that. We can try a little bit of offensive action here with the slingers. The javelinmen more likely will just push back. I'll push this guy over here. So many lights. So many lights. Unless the Roman player is very aggressive here, it's going to be a very hard game. I mean, I could charge forward, but I'm going to break that line My main mission, like I said, guys, hold the line as long as I possibly can before they before they just get flanks on me. I cannot let them get the flanks. I can push out on this right side because they've got no particularly melee cavalry on the right so far. This cataphract unit is just going to come and eyeball me here, unfortunately. We're just going to take a lot of shots. We're just going to take a lot of shots here. Pulling the light horse archer. I hope she just try and hit his cataphract. What we're going to do is move slightly closer. I might try a cheeky charge or two, see if we can actually hit these slingers or get close enough to these slingers. Nope. I'll pull that cavalry back as soon as I can. I'm going to move one space closer and stop there. Here come the reserves, the regular foot, ready to dish out the pain. And unfortunately, the cavalry headlong into a whole lot of slingers and archers, but the disruption is just going to be horrendous on that right, on this cavalry. So it seems the mission of the Parthians will be to annihilate the Roman cavalry, reduce the mobility of their army, then pincer them in with light cavalry, the cataphracts, and all sorts of badness. But respectfully, if you're good enough as the Roman player, you could probably what do you call it, really annoy them with zone of controls. It's all going to be about zone of controls. But I'm not going to move out of that. Well, we're just going to. Yep. It can rain arrows all you like. I'm particularly fond of that. Oh, we could get we could get charged back in the side with a light cavalry. He may charge in. I've got to say, I do like this earlier factions of the Roman Empire and stuff like that. It's very nice to play them. This is not going to be pretty. He decides to charge there, and we are slightly advantage versus. You see, this is not a fight that I can win. Not a fight I can win. It's just I'm going to get shot up or pulled out of position. So, like I said before, keep position. And there's the first disrupted Roman cavalry unit. All right, we're gonna turn to the left. Yep, and in we go. Impact is particularly bad. We could get disrupted here quite easily. We'll chuck in the auxiliaries there if we can, and just pull back here again. We're going to pull them auxiliaries there to fill that space. To be honest with you, we'll wait one turn or two and see what we can actually capture. See if we can actually hit any of that cavalry. It is going to evade. It is really going to evade quite a lot on that right side, but we're just going to mess you up at some point. And here comes the how many units of the regular foot? 3 units of regular foot. But it's not that we're going to do the damage. It's the combined archers and the cataphract units in that combination where I could just put charge out as much as I'd like, but they will just keep going around. And fragmented, auto break to losses, but loss is going to happen. We have to take them losses. Wow. But remember, as a human player, probably would be pulling more bigger units as the unarmoured horse archer around the sides and just sitting there trying to get the flanks rather than the computer player just absolutely shooting the crap out of me. And one more turn of archer fire. We have survived. Okay, the auxiliary will go in there to wreak revenge on the levy skirmishers. God, they still should be able to fragment them, and off they go. What? God, they are not messing around. Oh, they're broke due to losses. Oh, good. Okay, so this is where the shenanigans happen. Let's see what happens here. To a matter of fact survive. Yes, it is. We are just playing a very difficult nation to play against. It's just a tactic. I'm going to have to defend against the Parthians. The Parthians have the advantage of mobility. I do not. So the issue is here. I'm trying just to survive. Yeah, it is. It is kind of it is trying to survive. Yep. It is just an open battle, but it's just the Parthians have the advantage. So this is a question to chat. What would you do? What are your opinions on the tactic I've deployed from here? Do you think more of an aggressive stance to try and out-zone and control the enemy? But I feel what I'm doing is just sturdy. I'm going to have to hold it. It's so hard not to want to charge out. All I want to do is charge out at them. And the cataphracts moving to the right side. They're going to cause some issues. That's a question to chat, guys, if you want to answer it. And the cavalry disruption on the left side. Probably going to break again. Cause some more disruption on that left. We are absolutely getting... We're just using... Well, at least they're going to be firing with low ammo very soon. They're probably going to drop due to losses very soon. Okie dokies. Oh, the pain. Where have we ended up? At least we can evade. Yes, we can evade. We're not lancers. We're not lancers. We can evade. Right, we have more men than you have arrows. So, you know, just do what you like, laddo. It's going to be at least until that regular foot gets down here. It's a basic manoeuvrability on my side, but... Oh, that cavalry unit is in a lot of pain, but acceptable losses. And the Cataphracts unit charges straight down, and we need to reinforce that left side with more mediocre legionaries. Hold until relieved. Hold until relieved. But of course, more archer fire disrupting the Roman cavalry. Just bring it. I could take this all day. Yeah, I think, King, that's what I'm planning to do very soon. I just don't want to over... Oh, God, look at the state of that. Ah. That changes it up slightly. Eek. I'm going to try and push out very slowly here, but it's going to take some... Alright, we're going to charge here, and then hopefully bring this cavalry unit here to flank the cataphracts. I'll be upset if that general dies. Good, good, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Da, 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 da. And there we go, and there we go. Alright, come on. He can't evade anywhere. He can't evade. Where can he evade? Oh, wow. Wow, that is what I did not want. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Just all the evades. All the evades. It's fine. I got your concept. Okay. We are going to turn there, just in case we do break horrendously against the cataphracts there. Disrupting them, which is brilliant, but unfortunately we are going to drop and drop very soon. Oh, well, let's see who charges them first. No wonder I wouldn't invade Parthia if this happened to me. Go on, Bennett. There's too many archers. I'll just go home. It's just not worth it. God, look at the horsemen. What a rough list. I'm gonna have to go and buy a proper field of glass. I'm gonna have to go when I go and buy some 15 mil again. I'm gonna have to go and buy a Parthian army. It's just archers. It's ridiculous. Oh, this is why you don't push out. Look at it. Look at the mess. Yep. Let's go back to Rome. We've had enough. Oh, that's going to be a double drop. A triple drop, probably. Yep. Let's form an orderly retreat. That's 25th. I just dropped like 2-3 units there, just pushing out. Yeah, that... Slightly uncomfortable there. Alright, let's order formally 4 back guys. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's not go into the open fields of... Right, you can have some javelins at you. Thank you very much. That's all I'm willing to do. Just, yeah, you can shoot me all you like. That's fine. I'm not going to push out anymore until your infantry comes down so I can batter the crap out of it. Wow, we got mangled on that right side. We are about to charge down the cataphracts on the left, so there's one advantage there. Hopefully we'll level the playing field with points. The auxiliary on the left just taking it on the chin, but unfortunately the Romans on the left, of course, just getting shot up. For the force field has not been engaged in this game, unfortunately. Okay, the cavalry charging forward, but we should be able to shoot this disrupted arch unit up. Oh, what absolute douchebaggery. I can't believe that. Insult to injury. I was about to flank them as well. Ah, all right. Let's go back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's. we've had a pretty day today. We've had a good day. All right. Can we actually break this fragmented unit? And sticks and stones may break my bones, and they do. Oh, I fought that combat, so I can't swap the officer over just yet. We'll do it next turn. The Parthians just hammering home. Such a beautiful list, in my opinion. And here come the pain train. Nope, the advantage, but we shall definitely do some flank. Oh, auxiliary. Need to go back on work experience. Please do not let that cavalry unit fall back. I'll be quite upset if that cataphract unit pulls back. God, look at the state of the archers. Look at this. How many light cavalry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 10 light archer units of some sort there. Yes, he didn't pull back. You're in some trouble now, son. Alright, let's go and fling some stones at you as well. But unfortunately, low ammo. Huzzah! The charge! Shouldn't have fought that, but that's my fault more than anything else. We're going to chaff up that guy with some zone of control. Moving there. He's not going to charge. These guys are just going to... They're just going to sit there. Nope, the auxiliary can move back into the rough terrain. Unfortunately, the Roman leader is... yeah, I'll just let you sit there. It's fine. We are going to turn here for the when these guys do get pushed back. And then that turn. It is a harsh game. It's a fickle mistress, this Parthian army. Fickle. Unfortunately, the light cavalry can just evade all over the shop, causing me to be put out of position and flank charged. As you saw on the right side with that Roman infantry. Oh, here come the cataphracts again. But unfortunately, I'm just so too overexposed my list. We're hoping we can break this cataphract unit and use this cavalry to a better standing. It's just the unarmored horse arch units. They can actually flank. So, you know, the light horse archers aren't particularly fantastic, but it's the units that will be able to flank us. Well, they actually stand. Thank you. Off you go, laddos. Okay, now let's switch the general. Oh no, it's different commander. Where is he? Did he flee? Okay, let's just break this guy. Oh, insult to injury. Oh, wow. Not much I can say about that. That's just where the cookie crumbles. But my general, my leader, just died there. Oh, he's there, but he's not in the same... Yep, there we go. Brilliant. Yeah, let's just keep that light infantry back. I'm not particularly wanting to chuck it into the fray just yet. I think that was good, but this cataphracts are just murderous at the moment in time. Still not worth the charge. The cavalry slowly moving around there as well. My cavalry not doing very much, particularly anything interesting. And me, unfortunately, misdirection there with that irregular foot. I thought he was going to go push to the left there. I think we're going to have a very minor loss here at the moment in time. Just too much shooting going off. Okay, that is fine. Brilliant. Probably going to get some sort of double whammy drop here, hopefully. Though it's not going to happen in his turn, which is slightly unfortunate. and it will happen in my turn. And I get a rally. It disappeared. Okay, okie dokie, let's chaff up some zone of control. Please drop that unit, and then please drop that other unit. Disruption for everybody. Disruption for everybody. Now we're going to maybe catch people in the open. Nope, nope, and nope. They are heavy foot, unfortunately, so when that irregular foot does charge, it's going to cause some issues for me. Turning just in case this irregular foot gets pushed back. I think we've made a dire error charging out anything on the right there. I think just the amount of cavalry. Very much a difficult list to be playing with. The slightly advantage are Roman auxiliary. Like sharks circling. And the flank attack, but no drop in cohesion due to not being engaged in the front. But they tried it and they failed. Alright, are these laddos? Are they? Yep. That was going to happen. Good rally for the Roman Lancers. Brilliant. And welcome to the Pelum. Alright, I'm going to bring this Roman cavalry to the right somewhere to cause some problems. Okay, well, these guys will turn to the right. These guys will charge to the north. Particularly be very ineffective more than anything else. Unfortunately, these guys are just going to evade and evade and evade. I'm going to let the computer decide the combats because it's not particularly going to make anything interesting or change particularly very much. Cavalry advancing to the right after chasing down the routed cataphracts, but still ending up into the rough terrain. The auxiliary getting just fragmented on the left. Regular foot rallying. They heard the call. A difficult match this is going to be. Very difficult. I cannot wait to play that. This Roman cavalry, hopefully I can charge it and cause some right problems for this cataphracts unit. But it being highly superior, or just superior, more likely won't break as easily. God, look at the state of them archers. Still shooting away. And we're probably going to get a break. Hopefully no cohesion drops for anybody next to them. Holding firm. The general fell in the cataphracts unit. Disruption. Fragmented. I can't compete with the cavalry. Cannot compete. Off you go, lads. Fortunately, that that silly rough piece of terrain. Just keep charging. That's all I gotta do is just keep charging, and then hopefully I can just end up in a better place. Well, that's not the better place. We're slightly going to fall back. Hopefully not going to get too disrupted. Yep. Oh, by the look of the gods, caught that unit more than anything else. Let fortune favour the bold and rally for there. The land of disruption welcomes you. Oh, very lucky there. But I don't think that luck will hold very much longer with surrounded units on my left and right flank. Oh, oh wow. Oh, they do not like that auxiliary unit. It will break. It will just take one here. Nope, nope, no, nope. Lucky. I don't think... Yeah, it can break two to cavalry, and off it goes. But the Roman cavalry holding firm in that rough piece of terrain. They are absolutely all over me here. And there's very little I can do about it. Okay, break, and hopefully we charge off into the open, cutting down Parthian troops left, right and centre. And evade. Is he going to catch him? Nope, he's just going to evade. Okay, let's just try and cause as much... Let's take their zone of control up. We'll turn this way. Bloody annoying that is. Turn to the left there for the zone of control. They will push up here. Ugh, the worst combat known to mankind. We'll throw some stones at that cavalry unit. And click end turn. We have slightly gone over time, but I'm going to continue till we finish, guys. We deserve to see the outcome. And they charge in. The cataphracts advantage our Roman unit, of course. That was without saying. Now the Roman cavalry unit on the right is very vulnerable to archer fire, but we're just going to have to take that on the chin. I think they've shot most of their ammo, so they're using very much low ammo here. Disruption for the Roman legions on the right. I've got no doubt we're going to take one wrong turn here, and then it's going to be a broken line. Okay. God, the impact. that was not good. But that's what I expected, unfortunately. Oh, just have not a chance in hell to catch them. Oh, we actually caught them. Good roll. But a fallback. No problems for them there. Fortunately, low ammo there, so very much a negative, not really an effect on them. That rough terrain there causing me massive issues. We're going to get flanked so badly. There's going to be one unit that's probably going to slip by here and charge us in the side. And the turn, 5 turns left. Can we hold off? I think maintaining the line here was the key. But very effective having that many archers there that have literally decimated my line, weakened the Roman units, and you have just to keep pushing out. But I'm not going to have to sit and look at the list to see a counter for this list, because it's a difficult bag. The Romans cannot muster enough cavalry, but if the Romans did muster enough cavalry, they would just get decimated in the range combat. They would just decimate them. Yep, the cataphracts are going to absolutely hammer me there. They've got a good few flanks there as well, which I think will just really... Okay, so we should charge here. They're going to evade. Then we just charge here. See how far we get down to that cataphracts unit. Not far enough, in my opinion. It's just the point of advantage on the charge is just very poor. 4 turns left. Just going through the motions here. We're going to get flanked and all sorts of badness, and I can imagine a few units getting dropped just there. And a lucky rally or two for the Parthian player here will set the Romans with a tail between their legs. And there goes the flank attack. Oh, the auxiliary are not going to stand. There goes the charge against the regular foot. We held firm, probably only because of the rough terrain there and the disadvantage of the cavalry. Javelins away. Oof. And the flank fragmented. This is game in this turn or the next. Oh, they're off. They're off. He's going to start charging these smaller units in there. Oh. Ooh, is that... Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Stroke of a little bit of luck there. But unfortunately, that luck will not hold us the game. We'll just let the computer player decide the combats. It doesn't particularly matter the combat thing here. Oh, and a rally there. Oh, told you it was going to be a rally or two at back of the lines. You can't actually attack. Got 2 fragmented units here that are on the verge of collapse. It's going to take one of his light units just to charge in to drop the level of cohesion. Woohoo! God, the amount of horse archers here is just ludicrous. But unfortunately, the cavalry being pushed into the enclosure hopefully will give me a slight advantage. Just absolutely torn apart here. I was happy enough breaking that unit of cataphracts. And off they go. Oh. Surprising that unit wasn't gone. The computer is just playing on. Okay, let's go and break that unit again. Thank you. We're going to have to like pursue these off the board. Slightly embarrassing. That's very, very scary unit in a very, very bad position there against them 2 cavalry units. Oh, we're going to try it. Risk it for a biscuit there. Two turns left. Oh. A rally there for the light javelin on the right flank. Or whatever flank it is, it's just a melee of men just hacking away at horse, beast alike. Cavalry unit with the subgeneral in, finally turning around to, in about 4 turns, charge me in the La Derriere. I'm going to have nightmares about horse archers. And finally broken there. God, he killed my general as well. Insult to injury, unfortunately. Let's just chase you off the field. That is not a problem. That's fine. 1 turn left. Let's end this misery that we've called a game. And auto break to losses. Ooh, I could drop the other unit. Nope. At the final hurdle. Okay, I think we are done and dusted here, unfortunately. Good rally there. And unfortunately, at the final hurdle, the Parthian Empire has destroyed us. Wow, what a difficult game. Unfortunately, guys, not able to hold it back. Nothing I could do. Well, I'll be interested to see what you have to say in chat. That was probably the hardest game of Field of Glory I ever played. That is such a tough list. Such a tough list. Wow. So many archers, so little thing you can do with maneuverability. Just do not have the cavalry or the mobility to hold off. I bow my head in shame. So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it is come over 2 hours and a little bit now. It has been fantastic streaming tonight. It gives me so much pleasure, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream just as much as I have. I just want to say a big thank you to Slytherin for letting me host on their fantastic channel, and also the fantastic community people you are. Remember, guys, if you want to come and check me out on YouTube, I'll drop a link into the chat. I am a massive Field of Glory player. Like I said, guys, if you've not seen it on sale at the moment and haven't played it, it is worth the grab. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope to see you on another day, on another stream, wherever that may be. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you later. It's been fantastic tonight, as always. I'll see you later, folks, and bye-bye.